And it's time for game number 2 on day number 2 of the Horizon League Softball Championship in Youngstown, Ohio. I'm your announcer, Greg Rakestraw. Thanks for joining us. Detroit Mercy trying to keep the streak going after they upset the defending league tournament champions in Robert Morris. They take on another higher-seeded team in Northern Kentucky. Here's how the brackets have gone so far, and frankly, seeding has not meant much. The lower-seeded team has won 3 of the first 4 games that have played. Northern Kentucky is the last team to make their debut. And because Youngstown State lost the first game, we know that the loser of this game will turn around and play an elimination game immediately against Robert Morris at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So since you haven't seen NKU yet in the tournament, let's tell you a little bit more about the Norse. Again, they were second in the league this year, finishing 11-7. Brielle DeMemo and Jenna Rhodes, 2 of many returnees from last year's squad for Northern Kentucky. They are the 2 first-team All-League recipients for head coach Morgan Jarek. Again, Northern Kentucky, a previous one-time winner of the conference tournament and always a team toward the upper half of the Horizon League standings in this sport. We'll take this quick timeout when we come back. Starting lineups and first pitch from Youngstown. Winner moves on to tomorrow's activities. We'll have that game for you next here on ESPN+. The Titans of Detroit Mercy got their first Horizon League tournament win in 7 years yesterday, and they will trot back out the same starting 9 as a day ago. Higgins, Katola, Fessler, Klaft, Peterson, Davis, Schultz, Schlachter, and Babcock for head coach Dan Vitale. The pitcher they will face today for Northern Kentucky, a grad student at NKU, her 5th year in the program. That would be Alicia Flores. Flores 9-6 on the season. This will be her 17th start. Her ERA is 5.2. She has walked 25. She has struck out 50 on the season. Played at Garin Catholic High School on the northeast side of Indianapolis. The defensive alignment behind Alicia in the circle today for Northern Kentucky. Rhodes and Gully in center and right. Brown, Morris, Euler, Stens, and DeMemo at first base. And Emma again will be the catcher. Had a chance to talk to Emma yesterday during the broadcast. She and Molly Cable of IU Indianapolis, the co-sportsmanship award winners in the league this year. These two teams saw each other not that long ago They played the next to last weekend of the season. All 3 games played at Highland Heights, Kentucky. And the Norse swept the 3. Now, of note, 2 of them were close. And almost all of them were low scoring. Scores in those games were 3-1, 9-2, and 2-1. Our head coaches chatting it up. Coach Vitale's team a winner yesterday, 7-5 against Robert Morris. Jumping out to a 5-0 lead, hitting a pair of home runs and some timely hitting with 2 runs scored in the top of the 7th. Coach Jarek's team about to make their start in the conference tournament. Northern Kentucky now in their 11th year of being a part of the Horizon League. They won the tournament 3 years ago, lost in the final in 2024, and that's in for a strike. Last year, Northern Kentucky was sent home on the first day. Can never get the bats going. Beaten by Purdue, Fort Wayne, and IU Indy. They were the number 5 seed for the Norse a season ago. Flores is offering tails outside, and count is 1-1. Jenna Higgins yesterday 2 for 4 with a run scored. Struck out twice as well. Higgins, a freshman from Macomb, Michigan. Count now at 2-1. Flores got the ball just once against Detroit Mercy in that weekend series sweep. Through 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned, walked 1 and struck out 5. Missed the plate there, count up 3-1. Flores with 25 walks in 71 1/3 innings pitched. In other words, expect her to be around the plate. Just joining us, Green Bay beat Youngstown State 2-0. This one sprayed foul, the count runs full. Currently 58 degrees with 8-mile-an-hour winds coming in from the west. Temperatures will not get in the 60s today, and again, mixture of sun and clouds, but more blue sky than we saw a day ago. And this one, line, but to the second baseman, and there's 1 down. It's Mueller-Stenz that makes the play. And there's 1 away. Wendy Katola now due up next for Detroit Mercy. Sophomore from Tecumseh, Michigan. Katola yesterday scored once, had a single as well, and sends this one foul. Katola batting .212 on the campaign. Offensive numbers for these 2 teams. Again, not what we saw in the previous game, but Detroit delivered when needed yesterday. The Titans snapped an 8-game losing streak to end the season with yesterday's win. Counted 0-2. Katola will see at least 1 more pitch. Titans as a team batting .245. The 2 home runs hit yesterday, numbers 31 and 32 on the season. That is one thing that Northern Kentucky does not do a lot of. They have hit just 14 home runs as a team. So and they truly are more of a, and they're hitting the ball well, but not exactly for power. This one lifted. Third baseman coming over and has the play in foul territory. And there's 2 down. Now, that being said, there has been at least a home run in every game here in the tournament. It's 195 in the left field line, 200 down the right field line. So teams have been aggressive here. Fessler at the plate, the starting catcher. Fessler yesterday had one of those home runs. A 2-run blast in the 3rd. against RMU. Pop this one up. And snagged by the catcher up against the screen. Ginn makes the play. 2 foul pop-ups, and the Titans are retired in order. We'll give you the Norse batting lineup when we come back to Youngstown, Ohio.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us, our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
Who says you gotta pay more for a great shave? Barbasol Shaving Cream has been trusted for over 100 years to deliver a high-quality shave at an incredible value. Barbasol's thick and rich instant lather delivers a close, comfortable shave that leaves your skin feeling smooth and moisturized, and all for a lot less than expensive shave gels. So pick up a can and see for yourself why Barbasol continues to be America's #1 brand of shaving cream.
At Northern Kentucky University, you'll find your people, your path, and your purpose. Here, you're a Norse, not a number. With faculty who know your name and a community ready to help you achieve your goals. We meet you where you are with flexible ways to learn, online, in person, or hybrid, and hands-on experience in one of the nation's most dynamic regions. NKU sets you up for what's next. Your future, your way. Northern Kentucky University. Your success is our purpose.
The batting 9 for the Norse of Northern Kentucky. Mac Brown, the third base on your screen, will lead things off. Kenzie Gully, and this is a pretty experienced group. She's the exception. She's a freshman. Rhodes, DeMemo, Mueller, Stens, Morris, Ginn, Flores, and Eleanor McGall. The batting 9 today for Northern Kentucky. And it will be the pitcher who maybe had her best outing of the season yesterday, again, given the level of opponent. That'll be Savannah Schultz. We'll see Savannah in the batting lineup as well. She went the complete game, allowed 5 runs, and allowed one of the most potent offenses in Division I softball. Limited them from hitting a home run a day ago. That was the 11th win for Schultz in the season and her 7th complete game. So Brow steps to the plate. Junior from Plainfield, Illinois, south side of Chicago. Brow batting .331 with a home run and 17 runs batted in. Brow earlier this year against Detroit Mercy had hits in all 3 games, had 1 RBI. In total, went 5 for 10 in the sweep of the Titans. In for a strike. Schultz's final numbers yesterday. 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, walked 4, struck out 1 in 7 innings. Just above the belt, 3-1 the count. Jason Wolf is our home plate umpire for today's game. Ground ball. Shortstop charges, flicks, fires, got her by a step. Brown couldn't leg it out, 1 down. The defensive alignment for Detroit Mercy. Peterson, Fessler, Schlachter in the outfield. Babcock, Davis, Katola, and Klaft. Fessler behind home plate. Slap foul by Kenzie Gully, freshman from Maysville, Kentucky. Gully, the leading average hitter for the Norse at .357. No home runs and 6 RBI. Her job is to get it on the ground and leg it out. She has 6 extra base hits all season. But she has started all 47 games. It has been a very consistent lineup for Coach Jarrett. That tails away. Gully, Brow, DeMemo, and Ginn have had their name in the lineup every day. Just misses. Kind of 3-1. So second consecutive batter in which Schultz has kind of pitched from behind. And she's a little more prone to walk some of the other pitchers that we have seen in the tournament so far. Finds the zone here. Left side, but out of play. And the count runs full at 3-2. Again, loser of this game will stay and play an elimination game. And it will be against Robert Morris. So obviously it's Detroit Mercy. It would be a rematch from yesterday's opening round game. If it's Northern Kentucky, it would be two teams that have won this tournament in recent years. Line, one hop, shortstop, flings and fires and gets her. Solid contact, but Davis made a couple of really nice plays last night. Made a good one there too. And there's two down. So here's Jenna Rhodes. Rhodes, a senior from Wilmington, Ohio. Batting .324, no home runs, and 21 runs batted in. Rhodes, first team All-League. Brielle DeMemo due up next. Joins her on that list. Turns on this one. First baseman, second baseman, first baseman's got it. And both teams go down in order in their half of the first inning. To the top of the second we go. Scoreless as you're watching Horizon League Softball. This game will play Green Bay tomorrow at 2:30. And a couple of big reasons why Green Bay won said earlier game. One, the pitching of Ava Schill. Two, all the offense generated on that swing by Sydney Lamont, her third home run in 2 days of the Horizon League tournament before Sydney and her teammates head back to the hotel for the day. Sydney's kind enough to spend the top half of the second with us. Detroit Mercy sends batters 4, 5, 6 to the plate. Sydney, thanks for the time and congratulations on a great start to the tournament.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Is the ball looking like as big as a grapefruit, a beach ball? I mean, you are tattooing it so far through 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, that's funny you say that because one of the parents after the game mentioned that the ball must be looking like a beach ball, and honestly, it's super duper easy. Like you said, the pitching of Ava, it's awesome to have that arm in the circle and to be able to trust that she does her job, and then it makes it easier for me. Honestly, it puts all the pressure off when the offense is able to do their job after that.
Well, let's talk about the fact that not just Ava today, but now your pitchers have thrown 13 consecutive scoreless innings, and as this is in for a strike, maybe that hasn't always been the case this year. What has been the key to your pitching success the last couple of days?
I mean, the last couple of days, they've been on fire, like you said, and I think they know, I think as a team, we kind of know what the job is to get done, and what we kind of have our eye on the prize, and I think our pitchers they've absolutely been working day in and day out for these moments, and they're, like you said, they're doing their job, and yeah, honestly, I couldn't be more proud of them because they're doing really well.
Well, when it's not you hitting home runs, Emily Jones, got one yesterday as well, and she was really kind of a late add to the lineup for you guys this season. What has her presence meant to the team?
Emily has been key. She's a very steady presence, and like you said, she came later, but when she came, she made a huge impact, and she made an impact right away, and she's been an easy person for me to lean on. I know she's been an easy person for other people to lean on. Yeah, she's been huge, and she comes up clutch, and she'll continue to do it, and I know everyone has that faith in her, and she has a faith in everyone else. So.
Again, Sydney Lamott, 3 home runs in 2 days. Her Green Bay Phoenix are 2-0. They're playing in the last winners bracket game. And yes, ladies, you are on camera right now. Everybody's listening to your interview as we speak.
Love you guys.
I was going to say, anything you want to say to your teammates who are all listening with rapt attention right now?
Oh, no, I absolutely love them. Honestly, it makes me cry thinking about it. Yeah, they would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them. So.
That's wonderful to hear. You guys, I thought, had a really good tournament last year. You went 2-2. You made the third day. Obviously, you're going to Friday now without a loss. You had one last year. Sid, has there been something that's been key to your guys' success in terms of the tournament the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, I mean, coming back, obviously, we've, kind of like you said, we made a run last year, and I think coming into this year, it's like we didn't want to just make a run. We want to make a statement, and that's what we're here to do. And I think what's been key is just leaning on each other. We trust our coaching staff. We had a week to prepare. We had the bye weekend. That was huge. And yeah, just continuing to lean on each other and trust each other. That's huge for us.
Quick thoughts on, you're going to see one of these two teams tomorrow afternoon. Quick thoughts on the two that are playing in front of you right now.
Yeah, obviously both great teams, and in conference I think we did well against both of them, and I think whatever one we see, we just continue to do our stuff. We continue to play our game. Our offense works 1 through 9. Every single person contributes, and our pitchers, they'll continue to do their job in the circle day in and day out. I definitely have faith in that for sure.
Well, this habit of playing just one game per day is a pretty good spot to be in. If you keep doing that, Saturday's going to go real well for you and your team. Sydney, we'll let you go enjoy it. Thanks for the time, and congratulations on a great first couple of days.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You got it. Sydney Lamott again of Green Bay. 2 home runs on day number 1. The lone 2-run blast of day number 2, and her team 2-0 winners and 2-0 here in Youngstown. Here's Jada Davis. Did not offer the changeup. Flores just missed the corner. Count goes to 2-2. Talked about Sydney and how they fared against these teams. Green Bay went 2-1 when they hosted Northern Kentucky earlier this year. Davis skies this one as the count is full. Davis, a .283 batter on the season, no home runs and 15 runs batted in. Green Bay went 2-1 as well, and that was at Detroit back in early April. Again, popped up, and again out of play. Davis yesterday did not get a base hit. Had a sacrifice in 4 plate appearances. Again, she's done her work at the shortstop position. Turns on this one. Left fielder drifting over. Has room and able to track it. That's Flores that was able to make the grab. Runner does wisely tag behind the play. So Victoria Flores out and left. And there's 2 down. Heads up base running by Abby Claft. So here's Savannah Schultz. And not only did Schultz, I don't know if she a pitching star yesterday, but how about hitting a home run yesterday too? Schultz, in fact, had 3 runs batted in. A lot of pitchers at this level won't hit. Schultz batting .214 with 6 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Schultz, a second-team All-League performer, as is her opposite number in Alicia Flores today. Lifts this one, shallow left, and again it's Victoria Flores that will make the play, and the inning is over. Something comes to the leadoff single for Detroit Mercy. We're scoreless through 1.5 as you're watching on ESPN Plus. The Horizon League members live and play in the largest, most vibrant cities in the country, allowing our student athletes exposure to unique experiences only available in major cities. To learn more about our major cities, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Check out the favorite spots to visit, eat, and socialize with our athletes, administrators in our major cities by visiting horizonleague.com/LITL. That stands for Life in the League. 4, 5, and 6, Brielle DeMemo will lead things off and watches that one go by. Again, DeMemo, first-team All-League performer, batting .317 with 6 home runs and a team-best 30 runs batted in. That misses. DeMemo, a senior from St. Louis, Missouri. There is a strong Indiana presence on this Northern Kentucky team. Players from Indiana, Illinois, Ohio. Only a couple from the state of Kentucky for this NKU squad. This one charged into left center field. Center fielder looks up, and that goes to Memo. Now, we talked about the fact that NKU doesn't hit many home runs. When they do, it's usually Brielle. Her 7th of the season, and make it 1-0 for the North. So she has 7 of their 15 this year. And again, we have had at least a home run in every game played here at Youngstown over the last couple of days.
Second baseman number 11, Miller Sands.
So Mueller-Stenz now at the plate. For DeMemo, it's her first home run since April the 14th. Peyton Mueller-Stenz batting .339 with a home run and 19 runs batted in. Peyton, a senior from Wisconsin and a transfer from Cleveland State. And this liner's caught. Mueller-Stenz, a key part of their teams the last couple of years, and much like Aglaya Rudd, who stayed in conference and transferred from Purdue-Fort Wayne to Robert Morris, Mueller-Stenz did the same. Went from Cleveland State to Northern Kentucky to stay in the Horizon League for her last year. So here's Lexi Morris, junior from Yorktown, Indiana. Seven Indiana natives on this NKU roster. In for a strike. Morris on the season batting .303. No home runs and 19 runs batted in. Did that hit her? Home plate umpire says no, it did not. Morris has been waiting her turn the last couple of years. Played in 6 games as a freshman, 12 games in 2025. He's played in every game but one this year. Turns on this one. Left fielder backing up at the wall. Goodbye. Morris with her first home run of the season. And it's 2-0.
Northern Kentucky home run number 14, Lexi Morris.
A 2 solo blast here in the home half of the second. And again, it's tighter confines to left at 195. But as you could also tell, that wasn't exactly a wall scraper either. That had some clearance to it. So quick chat in the circle for Schultz. Those are the 26th and 27th home runs she has allowed this year. She's also thrown just shy of 154 innings on the year. And again, did not allow any yesterday. So here's Emma again. Emma batting .231, no home runs and 20 runs batted in. And lashes that one foul. Emma, a junior from Milton, Kentucky. One of the 3 Bluegrass State natives on the Northern Kentucky roster. Off speed, in for a strike. Second year as an everyday player for Emma at Northern Kentucky. That misses. 2-1 the count. Ken went 2 for 4 in the earlier weekend sit against Detroit Mercy. Count goes to 3-1. Winner of this game gets Green Bay tomorrow in the second game of the day. And the winner of this game puts themselves 2 wins away from a conference championship. Ground ball foul. Loser of this game will face Robert Morris. Last year's tournament champs. This year's number 3 seed. And a team that can flat out mash. That game is set for 5 o'clock. Count runs full at 3-2. Victoria Flores awaits on deck. Ground ball past the third baseman, base hit. First hit of the inning to stay in the park.
The left fielder, number 32, Victoria Flores.
So here is Victoria Flores. Victoria batting $143. 7 runs batted in. Victoria has appeared in 41 games, 34 of them as a starter. Victoria got a couple of hits against Detroit Mercy in the earlier weekend set. And a couple of nice plays in left field. It's in for a strike. Both Victoria and Alicia earned their undergraduate degrees last year at Northern Kentucky. Popped up and in foul territory. And Victoria's 4 years in the program. This is the most playing time she's been able to receive at NKU. That one tails away, 1-2 the count. Eleanor McGall awaits on deck. Two and two. Northern Kentucky has been a team that's been aggressive on the base paths this year. They have 84 steals. Now, your catchers at first base are probably not looking to run here, but just file that away for future use. Frankly, we have not seen teams be aggressive on the base paths yet in the tournament. Part of it has simply been the ability to hit balls out of the park. Did see J.C. Reams is in the bullpen if needed for Detroit. Flores couldn't lay off that one. First strikeout for Schultz, and there's 2 away.
Designated player, number 8, Eleanor McGall.
So McGall steps to the plate. McGall, a freshman from Brookfield, Illinois. McGall hitting .222 on the season. In for a strike. That translates to 2 for 9. Has 1 RBI. Turns on this one, but foul. It's a first trip through the lineup. Out of the zone. Top of the lineup, and Mac Brow will wait on deck. Popped up. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But batters 1 and 3 both exited the facility. For DeMemo, her 7th home run of the season. For Morris, her first. It adds up to a 2-0 lead for Northern Kentucky after 2 innings of play. never trailed yesterday. Led 5-0. They got tied at 5, but then eventually got 2 in the top of the 7th to get the W. Find themselves down here in the top of the 3rd, 2-0. Schlachter, Babcock, and then Higgins rolls back through for UDM. And for a strike. Schlachter yesterday reached on an error and score ended up being the winning run of the 2 that were scored in the top of the 7th. Schlachter batting .237, 5 home runs, and 17 runs batted in. Freshman from Toledo, Ohio. Schlachter this year against NKU had 3 at-bats and went 0 for 3. Did have a run batted in. One of the things that you'll hear us say a lot about this Detroit Mercy team, a lot of youth on this squad. A lot of the players we talk about, freshmen, sophomores. Just off the plate. Count it 1-2. Flores has allowed 1 base hit so far. That was the leadoff batter last inning. Off speed, no doubt about it. Called strike 3. First strikeout for Flores, and there's 1 down.
Third baseman, number 12, Babcock.
Take a look, but again, Schlachter started moving towards the dugout. She knew that fooled her. Not what she was sitting on that pitch. Here's Babcock batting $177. Sophomore from Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. Babcock, no home runs and 9 runs batted in. Babcock, a key single yesterday. 1 for 3 in the number 9 position. This is inside. Babcock got 2 official at-bats against Northern Kentucky last month and went 1 for 2. Just off the plate. Flores has been all around the zone of this batter, but yet to dial 1 in. I mentioned the youth of this Detroit Mercy roster. 2 seniors. Taken all the way, that's in for a strike, hence the show of the bunt at 3-0. And Babcock can be selective here with a count in her favor at 3-1. Was taken there, and now 3-2. Flores does not walk a lot of batters, so Babcock should expect something to hit here. Goes right after. Babcock turns into left field, and that one is gone. Now, both teams finding some unlikely sources for power. Babcock hits her first home run of the season, and Detroit Mercy gets 1 back. Well, Flores, after getting down 3-0, just pumped 3 straight fastballs in there. 3rd time was the charm for UDM. So their number 9 hitter gets her first home run of the season. And now here's Higgins. Higgins in line to the second baseman, her first time through. Detroit Mercy did not have a player on the all-first team, but Higgins, one of the players that made the second team all-league designation. Count now at 1-1. Higgins leading batting average on this Detroit Mercy squad. That hitter. So hit by pitch. Leadoff runner does her job getting aboard the base pass. Wendy Catola now at the plate. Well, just got away from Flores. Catola fouled out to the third baseman her first time up. Quick break in the action just to kind of calm everybody down after Detroit Mercy got on the board for the first time. Catola looking for her first base hit of the year against Northern Kentucky. She has gone 0 for 11 in 4 meetings this season. That's out of the zone. Higgins at first. Not a lot of stolen bases this year. Has 4. It's Catola who is at the plate, who has been the best option in terms of thieving a bag or two. Down at 2-0. For a strike, 2-1 the count. Flores has been the number 2 pitcher this year. Makari Chapman has been the number 1 for Northern Kentucky. That's in for a strike. And this is Flores' 17th start. Chapman has 18. Down at 2-2. Catola spoils that one. Catola turns on this one. Left fielder heading over in foul territory, can't get there. And Catola will see at least one more offering. Still 5 teams remaining in the tournament. After our next game, that number shrinks to 4. Skies it. Center fielder's got it. And there's 2 down.
Number 3, Trinity Fessler.
Here's Fessler. We mentioned the scarcity of seniors. Fessler is the one that you have seen play so far. Hit a ball in foul territory to the first baseman her last time up. But again, yesterday went better for the senior catcher. One of the 2 home runs hit by Detroit Mercy players a day ago. And well up that protectionary fence in left center. Fessler batting .319. Fessler pretty much has been an everyday player since she set foot on the UDM campus. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Lines that one into the bullpen foul. Fessler has hits in 3 of 4 games against, or 2 of 4 games I should say, against Northern Kentucky. Trying to change that and make it 3. She's 3 for 7 on the season against NKU pitching. Sends this one center field, drifting back, has room. Rhodes makes the play, and the inning is over. However, power from the number 9 hitter. Natalie Babcock hits her first home run of the season, and the Titans get one back. Norris lead at 2-1, go to the home half of the 3rd inning.
The challenges are real.
Children are facing
Alzheimer's cases rising.
We need solutions.
They said it'll never happen.
You're not ready. Too ambitious. Be realistic.
Can't keep up.
And we said, watch us.
At Northern Kentucky University, you'll find your people, your path, and your purpose. Here, you're a Norse, not a number. With faculty who know your name and a community ready to help you achieve your goals. We meet you where you are with flexible ways to learn, online, in person, or hybrid, and hands-on experience in one of the nation's most dynamic regions. NKU sets you up for what's next. Your future, your way. Northern Kentucky University. Your success is our purpose.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us. Our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
To the bottom half of the 3rd inning we go. Runs all coming on home runs so far. 2 for the Norse and 1 by Detroit Mercy. Winner moves on to take on Green Bay tomorrow. Loser plays Robert Morris immediately following this game. Top of the lineup rolls back through. Mac Brow at the plate. Hit a ground ball to shortstop for first time up. Thanks for joining us. Game number 5 of 10 or 11 that we'll play over 4 days here in Youngstown. Schultz on for a 3rd inning of work. Brow at the 3rd baseman, knocks it down and gets her by a step. Good recovery down the 3rd base line by Babcock. There's one away.
Number 3, Kenzie Gully.
So Kenzie Gully to the plate. Can't ask for anything more as a freshman. Getting to play every day your first year. Tried to bunt her way on there and doesn't make contact. Counted 0-1. Hit a hard shot to the shortstop her last time up. And Norse retired in order in the home half of the first, and batters 4 and 6 produced home runs in the bottom half of the second. This one center field. Center fielder backing up, and that's going to be a ground rule double. That one had a little more carry to it than Higgins was expecting. So Gully gets an extra base hit. That is her 7th of those of the season. 6 of them have been doubles. And again, just couldn't track that one. Here's Rhodes, made a couple of nice plays in center field last inning. Rhodes popped up to the first baseman in foul territory. Rhodes, all-league first team 2 years ago, all-academic team last year. And she has had her name in the lineup most every day for 4 years. Turns on this one, right fielder makes the play up against the fence. Runner does tag to third base. Tremendous catch by Schlachter. Smart base running by Gully. Runner at third, but 2 down now. I think they're going to go back and see, did she tag up properly? Looks like she did, yep.
Number 15.
So runner at third and 2 down. So here's DeMemo. Homered last time through. And that hit her. So both teams now with a hit by pitch in today's game. And DeMemo's second appearance was brief. Mueller-Stenz now to the plate.
Number 11, Mueller-Stenz.
Just below the knees. Mueller-Stenz in her 1 year in an NKU uniform, batting .339. Popped up to the shortstop last time up. Does have a home run, 19 runs batted in, and that is a foul ball. Count at 1-1. Just off the plate. And good bit of base running that time by DeMemo. She'll take the bag with a runner at third, no throw. And now runners at second and third with 2 down. Off speed, catches the corner. Sprayed foul. So count it 2-2. Important here for Detroit Mercy to keep touch with Northern Kentucky. This one sent down to right field, and the right fielder is there. And a little easier play for Schlachter that time, but she made the difficult one before that. So a double and a hit by pitch. Another comes of it for Northern Kentucky. They lead at 2-1 through 3.
Anywhere, anytime with the ESPN app.
Experiences in our league, including NCAA Division I competition and championships and exposure on ESPN platforms. To learn more about the major experience provided by the Horizon League members, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. 4, 5, and 6. First pitch swinging, first pitch out after Claff reached the last time through ground ball to the third baseman in Mac Brow, and there's one away. So here's Liv Peterson. Peterson batting .239, hit a fly ball to center her last time up. Peterson, a native of Windsor, Ontario. And as has always been the case, both Oakland and Detroit Mercy have had a good Canadian presence on their rosters. This one up against the wall. Flores tracks it down with no problem. Quick work. Even if the ball has been hit hard. Couple of pitches, couple of outs, and 2 down. So now here's Davis. That's one of 3 fly balls that have been sent to left, and it's been primarily everything in the air from Alicia Flores in the circle. In fact, the ball that was hit to Brow to start the inning, that is the only ground ball out of this game for Detroit Mercy. Everything else has been airborne. Change-up misses. 1-1 the count. In for a strike, 1-2. Davis looking for her second hit and 11 at-bats against NKU this year. Won't get it there. Strike 3 called, and Flores gets her second strikeout of the game. And for the second time in 4 innings, the Titans are retired in order. 2-1 through 3.5 in Youngstown. And all the offense been generated by those that have left the facility. DeMemo with her 7th of the season. Morris with her 1st of the season. And then it's Babcock, the number 9 hitter for Detroit Mercy, who also went big fly. And that's how everything has been done so far. 2-1 Northern Kentucky. Northern Kentucky trying to buck the trend of the lower seeded teams winning. And Morris off to a good start. A home run and a single. Leadoff runner aboard for NKU. Their 5th hit of the day. So here's Ginn. Ginn singled last time up. Morris has 9 stolen bases in case NKU looks to get something going. Ginn into right field, base hit. They will make a throw to second. That ball was hit so hard. Might even have to play it first. Either way, everybody's safe, and chance for NKU now to stretch the lead a little bit. And with 8 and 9 coming up, I would expect potentially, well, you're going to see probably a runner coming in for Ginn here at first, but I would think Victoria Flores will be asked to put one down. So coming in to run for Ginn, Addie McBrayer, freshman from Mason, Ohio, where another Horizon League championship was contested 2 weeks ago. Mason is the home of the Cincinnati Open on the ATP and WTA Tour, and where men's and women's tennis championships are played. Flores skies this one, and that's not how you want to handle that. That's an out given away by Northern Kentucky, and there's one down. So McGall now to the plate. McGall, a fly to right fielder last time up. That one sails out of the zone. So 2-0. Again, McGall limited to bats this year. But getting the opportunity here. Ground ball. Third baseman's got it. They'll go to second. Try to make the turn, but not in time. And they had an eye on the runner at third. So 2 outs in the inning. Morris now stands at third base. And Mac Brow to the plate. Liner into right field for the base hit. Runner will score from third. Runner goes from first to third. Give Brow the RBI, and Northern Kentucky enjoys a 2-run lead. For Brow, it is her 18th run batted in this season. Just a good piece hit as Brow now gets her first base knock of the game. And Northern Kentucky won all 3 from Detroit Mercy during the course of the regular season. First pitch swinging, this one popped up. Shortstop has it, and the inning is over. But a little more cushion for Northern Kentucky. They lead it by 2 going to the top of the 5th as you're watching Horizon League softball.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us. Our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
At Northern Kentucky University, you'll find your people, your path, and your purpose. Here, you're a Norse, not a number. With faculty who know your name and a community ready to help you achieve your goals. We meet you where you are with flexible ways to learn, online, in person, or hybrid, and hands-on experience in one of the nation's most dynamic regions. NKU sets you up for what's next. Your future, your way. Northern Kentucky University. Your success is our purpose.
At UW-Milwaukee, we turn drops of possibility into waves of incredible progress. Here, our students discover the first ripple of something greater, a future they will help create. Their ideas spread outward, improving lives and creating waves of impact. UW-Milwaukee. This is where we make new waves.
Our bracket, 7 teams play softball in the Rising. IU Indy, the one that did not make it to the conference tournament this year. Oakland sent home yesterday. The loser of our next game is sent home today, and 4 teams make it to tomorrow. We'll take 2 to the final day coming up on Saturday and take it from there. Greg Rakestraw with you here on ESPN+. Batters 7, 8, 9 coming up this time through for Detroit Mercy. Schultz, Schlachter, and Babcock. Again, Babcock with the home run for the lone offense so far for Detroit Mercy. Flores on for her 5th inning of work and starts her fellow pitcher off with a ball. Up. Count now 2-0. Flores does have 3 complete games on the season. It's in for a strike. Flores went 7 twice early in non-conference play. The longest she has pitched since then has been 5, and again, that was against this squad a couple of weeks ago. Strike call. Schultz sent one to left field her first time through the lineup. Change up, swing and a miss, and it did not hit the dirt, so that's it out. Back-to-back Ks going back to last inning. 2 of the 3 that Flores has offered so far, and there's 1 away. So Schlachter made that fantastic catch in right field. Struck out looking her last time up. And that misses. 1-0 the count. There's so much youth on this Detroit Mercy roster. Ground ball, third baseman, Brown. Over to first, 2 down. There's 3 base runners so far for UDM. Claft a single in the second. Babcock's home run, and she steps to the plate here. And Higgins hit by a pitch. 7 consecutive outs recorded by Flores. This marks the 2nd trip through the Detroit Mercy lineup. Change up in for a strike. Again, the winner of this game plays Green Bay at 2:30 tomorrow. Count at 1-1. Turns on this one. She's done it again. My goodness. Back to back. Babcock came to the game hitting 177 and hadn't homered all year. She's done it twice in as many swings, and it's 3-2. And that was an absolute no-doubter.
Number 2, Jenna Higgins.
To paraphrase an old movie line, that one on most parks, including Yellowstone. But still, it's a one-run lead for Northern Kentucky. So here comes Higgins. And again, the good news for Flores is she's given up home runs with nobody on the base paths. So still pitches with the lead. For Flores, she's now allowed 17 of those over the course of the season. And second game in as many days with multiple home runs. Hit by Detroit Mercy. Ground ball, shortstop's got it. Over to first, and that is that. Detroit Mercy gets one back, but they still trail as the Norse come to bat in the home half of the 5th inning. The Horizon Experience highlights our commitment to innovation and a forward-thinking approach to challenges while addressing emerging trends in all aspects of the college sports environment. Horizon and its partners have spent the last couple of years investing in education, opportunities, and concepts around name, image, likeness to best support our athletes. Millions of minutes of Horizon League action was viewed across all of the ESPN platforms last year. We appreciate your support of our athletes and programs. To learn more about the major moves across the Horizon League, visit horizonleague.com. We're getting to insurance run time here for Northern Kentucky. Looking for a 4th win at as many tries against UDM this season. Davis backhands it. She's been stellar at shortstop. And there's one away, and Rhodes is 0 for 3. So here is DeMemo. Homered and then was hit by a pitch her last time up. And DeMemo, a first-team all-league performer. NKU had 2 players on the first team. Kenzie Gully on the second team. Alicia Flores on the second team as well. So here's DeMemo, who got the offense started for Northern Kentucky. She was the 4th batter to the plate and deposits that one on the rock wall in left center field. Change up. In for a strike. Well, Schultz for a second day in a row has given her team an opportunity, with the distance allowing 5 runs against Robert Morris, and may have to see Robert Morris again immediately following this one. DeMemo, left field, and love the diving effort in left, and Peterson's going to be okay. I mean, you know, she's tough, she's Canadian, she's fine. And thankfully hit turf before hitting the tarp that's down the left field line. Everybody's okay. And the count at 1-2. DeMemo holds up. First base umpire concurs. And the count at 2-2. DeMemo will see at least one more pitch. DeMemo today appears in her 185th game playing at Northern Kentucky. And I started 160 of them. It was her 14th career home run she hit earlier. And works a walk. First one of those issued today in either game. We're in our 12th inning of play today. That's the first walk by any of the 4 teams. It's a good stat. Mueller-Stens now. This one, shortstop's got it. Might have a play at 2. Yep, double them off. DeMemo just got a little too far away from the bag. And Davis again getting the job done at shortstop. The 6-3 double play. To the 6th we go. It's 3-2 for the Norse. Two, 3, and 4 coming up this time through for Detroit Mercy. Pair of solo blast by Natalie Babcock. Have kept Detroit Mercy on this one. Katola fly ball to center her last time up. This one down the right field line, foul. And the count at 0-2. Currently 58 degrees in Youngstown. There is some rain in the forecast overnight. And for parts of the day tomorrow and Saturday, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Sprayed foul. And it's been a mixture of sun and clouds today, more clouds yesterday. Most importantly, it's been dry. We're in our second of 3 games today. 3 on the docket tomorrow as well, then 1 or 2 on Saturday. Flores wastes that one. Same at that, 2 and 2. Katola, Fessler, and Claff, the trio due up this time through for Detroit Mercy. And from 0-2 to 3-2. We'll do it again. 2 years ago, Northern Kentucky went from losing the first game of the tournament to making it all the way to the playback championship game before falling to Cleveland State. They won the league tournament in 2023 to the Norse. Katola smacks that one foul. And Detroit Mercy playing in the league tournament for the first time since they won it back in 2019. Back then, they blanked UIC on back-to-back games the final day to claim the championship. Katola into left center field. That'll hit the wall. That should be 2. Katola gonna make the turn. Third base, slides past the bag, but got her hand back on the bag. Time is called. She's their speed merchant and aggressively went for 3 and got it. Now the tying run is 60 feet away for UDM. No doubt about that. Now again, the question is, did she get her hand back on the bag? Home plate umpire had a great look. I would imagine that you saw Mac Brow signal immediately, hey, give this a challenge. So we're going to have a challenge. So we'll have our first video review of the day in either game. We've got our 4 umpires on the field. We also have one that is working the replay booth, Ruben Garcia. It's an umpire that is doing that to assist and make these calls as, most importantly, right, but also as quick as possible. So they will frankly see the same looks that you did. And was Katola able to keep her hand on the bag or get it back before Mac Brow applied the tag? If she's safe, and the tying run is awfully close to home plate. We have not had an overabundance of video reviews necessary over the first couple of days of this tournament. It's Fessler, who homered yesterday, who awaits on deck for Detroit Mercy. If Detroit Mercy were able to come back and win this game, it would be our 2 lowest seeded teams that would be in the final winners bracket game, and one of those would make the championship game. So the review continues, and again, once determination is made, we will show you all the video angles that we just showed you a matter of moments ago. Either way, that is just the fourth base hit of the game for Detroit Mercy. And I will tell you that of the video reviews we have had, this is the one that has taken the longest, and again, probably because it's the closest play. And also where you kind of need to have a particular angle here. And you saw Brow's immediate reaction. She thought she had it out. And we have made our determination. So we'll reveal this to you as our umpires make it official. This is a big moment in this game. Well, she came off the bag. Did she get her hand back before the tag was applied? We'll all find out together. Out at third base. There was also a check for obstruction as well, and I would agree with that. No, she had a path to slide in. So, tag applied there before she gets her fingertips back on the bag. I think that is A, tremendous camera work by our crew. B, I'd agree with the right call. That's why we frankly have video review available for moments like that. So Katola gets a double and then is out at third base for the first out of the inning. And Coach Vitale would like a bit of further explanation. And again, as you can tell, a very civil conversation taking place between coaches and umpires. Love to see that. So, a lot to say. There's one out in the inning. So here's Fessler. I think that is our first call that has been overturned of the last couple of days as well. Fessler first pitch swinging. Second baseman drifting over, makes the play, and a lot less hubbub about that one. Mueller-Stenz makes the grab, and there's two down. And all of a sudden, the sands of the hourglass start to tick a little bit faster for Detroit Mercy after that call was overturned. So here's Klaft, who has a base hit, ground ball to third her last time up, and waves at the off-speed pitch. Klaft batting .286, that's third best of the Titans. She is a sophomore from Shelby Township, Michigan. This is her first work against Northern Kentucky this year. She did not play in the series back in April. That misses. Line drive, and Flores gets out of the way.
Number 44, Liv Peterson.
So Peterson now. And again, if Katola's at third base, we're tied after Klaft's second hit of the game. Peterson has flown to left and center. and sends this one towards left field. Flores had a momentary kind of hitch in the giddy up to track it down, but the inning is over. And we go to the home half of the sixth. It remains a one-run Northern Kentucky lead.
This is the Horizon League, a league made for major moves, where competition drives us. Our cities fuel us, and bringing home a win is just us giving back. We turn every event into an experience with a decades-long record of once-in-a-lifetime moments. So don't get upset just because you're outmatched. We are unstoppable, our impact undeniable, making major plays in every way. This is our Horizon.
At Northern Kentucky University, you'll find your people, your path, and your purpose. Here, you're a Norse, not a number. With faculty who know your name and a community ready to help you achieve your goals. We meet you where you are with flexible ways to learn, online, in person, or hybrid, and hands-on experience in one of the nation's most dynamic regions. NKU sets you up for what's next. Your future, your way. Northern Kentucky University. Your success is our purpose.
It's more than a shave. It's the first thing people notice about you. Level up with Barbasol for a clean, smooth finish every time. It's America's #1 brand of shaving cream for a reason. No need to pay more for other brands. Barbasol delivers a thick and rich instant lather that simply gets the job done. Shave with confidence, knowing you're using Barbasol, the American original, for over 100 years. Because it's more than a shave. It's Barbasol.
Back in Youngstown. Good battle, and again, when these teams played, even though Northern Kentucky won all 3 games, one was 3-1, the other was 2-1. This has played out kind of in the fashion in which we expected. Maybe some powers from some unexpected sources. Like Lexi Morris hitting a home run for the first time this year. And credit Schultz after going 7 yesterday. Now in her 6th inning here, and here is Morris. This was 2 batters after DeMemo, and that made it 2-0. Morris followed it up with a single. In fact, she has scored both runs 2 and 3. Has Morris in this game. At the knees for a strike. Morris, the junior from Yorktown, not just was that the first home run of this season, that was her first home run in her 3 years of playing softball at Northern Kentucky. Turns on this one. Today is the 83rd game that Lexi has played at Northern Kentucky, and her first home run. Third baseman's robbed her another base hit. Could have been 3 for 3. Babcock has played her position well, not to mention the 2 home runs she has hit. And there's one down. Sam again is 2 for 2.
23, Emma again.
Again, looking for her first 3-hit game of the season. She began the year with back-to-back 2-hit games against Alabama State and Murray State. And it's the second time she's had 2-hit performances against Detroit Mercy, having gone 2 for 2 on April the 25th. Count at 1-1. Time is called. Coach Vitale wanted to have a word. And Schultz 7 innings yesterday, and here in inning number 6 today. Schultz has been solid, and frankly, after giving up those 2 home runs in the second inning. Has worked around just 1 run allowed in the last 3 innings of work. Schultz's ERA coming in 5.28, and it stands to improve after today's performance. The 1-1. Foul ball. Count at 1-2. Victoria Flores' spot in the lineup is due up next. Ground ball, and pitcher's got it, no problem. And there's 2 down, and first time that Ginn has been retired today. Looking ahead for Detroit Mercy. 6, 7, and 8. The batter's due up. Looks like new batter going to be in the game here. Yep. So Flores will be pinch hit for Marley Loudermilk. Marley, a sophomore from Terre Haute, Indiana, Terre Haute South High School. Marley batting .333 this season. First pitch swinging, this one into shallow left field. Shortstop's got it. Davis again continues her spectacular play defensively. 1 to tie or 2 to take the lead for Detroit Mercy when we come back to Youngstown. Your impact as student athletes lead in a variety of ways at our metropolitan campus communities and our championship host cities. This year's HL, SAAC, and #OneHL initiatives include student athlete professional development, civic engagement, community impact. To learn more of the major impact, freedom by our student athletes, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. So 6, 7, and 8, Davis, Schultz, and Schlachter. That group is 0 for 6. Looks like a pinch hitter here for Detroit Mercy. This was in Davis's spot in the lineup. This is Claire Borg, batting .262, 2 home runs and 10 runs batted in. First time we have seen Borg the last couple of days. Borg, a junior from St. Clair, Michigan. Flores looking to get the complete game. This is already her longest outing of the year against a conference foe. It's in for a strike. Borg appeared in all 3 games against NKU during the regular season and went a combined 1 for 6. Borg got 1 game against Robert Morris last weekend. Off the end of the bat foul, 2-2 the count. Again, loser of this game will stay and play Robert Morris. That game is scheduled for a 5 o'clock first pitch. Lifted. Center field coming in. Rhodes, one down. So this is Schultz's spot in the lineup, and she will bat here. Again, she homered yesterday, drove in 3 runs in total. She is 0 for 2 today. Came in batting .214 on the season. But as we have seen, she is capable of tying this with one swing. Ball low, 1-0 the count. And rarely do you say this, but you're trying to get this to your 9-hitter because she has homered twice today in Natalie Babcock. This one out to right field. Right fielder's got it. That's Gully and Detroit Mercy down to a final out of this game. And Schlachter's spot is due up here, and looks like we will have another pinch hitter. Malia Tangway will come up. Tangway, 2 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Tangway, a sophomore from Trenton, Michigan. In for a strike. Tangway got 2 at-bats against Northern Kentucky during the regular season, went 0 for 2. Now at 1-2. Flores looks for her 4th complete game of the season. And to put Northern Kentucky on to day number 3. Brief conversation before a potential final pitch of this one. Hop to home plate, 2-2. Again, a player who's homered twice awaits on deck. Swing and a miss. The 100th pitch of this game for Flores is the last. And Northern Kentucky, after being 2 and done a season ago, they are on to day number 3 of the Horizon League Softball Championship. So the obligatory good game handshakes, as you can hear, taking place as we speak. Northern now 24-23 on the season. Detroit Mercy will have our first rematch in the conference tournament as they will face Robert Morris in an elimination game. Again, that is scheduled for a 5 o'clock start. 5:05 first pitch is what will happen. Our coverage of our next game on ESPN Plus will be at 5 o'clock. Alicia Flores is the winning pitcher. That gives her 10th victory of the season. Again, Savannah Schultz pitched awfully well. In fact, had better numbers today than she had a day ago. But she gets the loss of this one. She falls to 11-16. So again, nobody goes home after this one. But the next couple of games, today and tomorrow, will be elimination games. Our final, quote, winner's bracket game tomorrow will see Green Bay take on Northern Kentucky. at 2:30. Robert Morris and Detroit play at 5 o'clock. Winner of that game gets Youngstown State tomorrow at noon. And both of those games are in the elimination bracket. That'll do it for game number 2 of day number 2. Natalie Babcock homered twice, but Northern Kentucky homered twice as well. First to Memo, and then Morris. And Morris scores the game-winning run for Northern Kentucky in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It all adds up to a Northern Kentucky 3-2 win. Goodbye for now from Youngstown, and thanks for joining us for Horizon League Softball.